everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Rebecca. This is my channel Rebecca Reacts and I make reaction videos, if you couldn't already tell by the name of my channel. Today's video is called Gravitas, why are British MPs discussing Indian policies? I don't know, let's find out. This video was uploaded the 13th of January, so it's just over a month old, like a month and a half. And I've reacted to a couple of videos from this channel before, and like the whole Gravitas thing, and they always have like interesting discussions, so I'm interested to see what they say on this topic. So yeah, if you like the sound of my channel and you like watching reaction channels, then definitely hit that subscribe button. At the time of recording this, we are very close to 50,000 subscribers. By the time this video goes up, we could have reached it. If we've reached it, let's celebrate. Amazing, thank you so much. If we haven't reached it just yet, please subscribe, we're so close. But anyway, I also have a second channel called Becca W, where I make lifestyle content. I recently redecorated my bedroom, so if you want to go find out how I did that, I'll put the link to the channel in the description, and it also pops up at the end as well. But let's watch this video.
Let's now talk about what's happening in the UK. The Wuhan virus has mutated in Britain. Brexit is disrupting daily life in Britain.
That's also
Businesses
true.
are drowning due to Brexit rules. Even sandwiches arriving from the UK to Europe are being seized. Would you believe that?
Really?
But guess what British MPs are busy discussing? India. That's what they're focusing on. It's been 73 years since they left India for good, but their colonial hangover has not ended. In fact, it's gotten worse with time. India remains a source of endless fascination for the English, especially for its lawmakers. Last week, British parliamentarians were lobbying to repeal India's farm laws. You heard that right. British parliamentarians were lobbying to repeal farm laws in India. They want a say in India's laws.
Why?
On Monday, which is this week, they were debating minority rights in India. And today, that is the 13th of January, Wednesday, they discussed the political situation in Kashmir in India. It's as if they don't have issues of their own to debate.
We really
must
do.
watch this.
India is a vibrant, pluralist, secular democracy. Its constitution declares clearly that freedom of religion is a fundamental right. Article 15 outlaws discrimination on the grounds of religion, and a series of other articles provide further protections, for example, in relation to schools.
A choice between turning a blind eye to the Nazi-inspired ideology taking charge in ruling party of India in favour of economic trade, or we stand by persecuted minorities with very values of Gandhism. If our words fall on deaf ears, then the world shouldn't be shocked if minorities in India are pushed towards a path.
The argument applied by the Indian government is that these are Muslim countries, and therefore Muslims coming to India as migrants could not be persecuted religious minorities from those countries. Now, the Honourable Gentleman from Gainsborough spoke about Ahmadiyya Muslims. I entirely agree.
The 1.9 million Rohingyas who haven't got the rights of citizenship. So when it comes to the points that Donald Trump was making, I understand what he's doing, but I have to say this, we're here to speak on behalf of those who have no voice, and today we're their voice in this chamber, and we should be.
You heard that. They're not just discussing India's internal affairs. There are parliamentarians who are for and against the topic of debates, and this has been happening for days. Do these lawmakers understand that India has a parliament of its own, capable of legislating, or do they still think it's the white man's burden to legislate for others? What if we turn the tables? What if the Indian Parliament began discussing and debating what's happening in Britain? What if Indian MPs were to pass judgment on British policies? How would these lawmakers react? Let me give you examples. In 2018, the Windrush political scandal was unearthed in the UK, a scandal which revealed how British citizens, mostly blacks, were wrongly detained, denied legal rights, threatened and deported by the UK's Home Office. There were at least 83 of them. It only apologized to 18. Let's talk about minority rights in the UK first. Or let's go back to 2011, when riots broke out in London after the police shooting of Mark Duggan, a young black British citizen, why don't we take up British racism in the Indian Parliament? My list doesn't end there. Imagine the Indian Parliament debating the 2001 riots in Bradford, Hare Hills and Oldham, the 1991 riots in Oxford and Dudley, the 1981 riots in Liverpool and Birmingham, or the 1969 unrest in Northern Ireland over the discrimination against Catholic and Irish nationalists. India did not discuss these in Parliament because India respects boundaries. Why do British MPs not see this? Because they see votes. By whipping anti-India rhetoric, they seek votes at home. Why does India not complain about this practice? Because some in India are still shackled by a colonial mindset. They seek certificates from the West on their actions in Kashmir, so this is what they get. As for the British, they're still obsessed with their former colonies, especially India, the jewel in the crown. We see it in their books that document the heroism of the British Raj. We see it in their never-ending TV shows about the last days of the empire. We see it in their movies
I did watch
that
Indian
have a
Summers.
colonialist and orientalist point of view towards India, and we see it in their parliament, which continues to debate India's internal affairs as if they were its own. If only a cup of tea could cure this colonial hangover. Beyond is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.
So one thing that I would really kind of disagree on, just in my opinion, you know, this is just from what I've seen over here in the UK, she said that she believes, or like, you know, the news believes that the British MPs are discussing this thing for votes from, like, I think she meant as in from like the public essentially, but I had no idea that the MPs were discussing this, so I doubt many other people in the UK knew that they were discussing this, so I wouldn't say that they were discussing it for votes, if that makes sense, if that's what she means by it. I mean, I'm just gonna say it, I don't like the government, never have, never voted for Conservatives, never will. But, you know, I try not to talk about political things, but a lot of people ask me to react to certain things like this, so I feel like I can share my views. These are just my views, you know, don't hate me in the comments. But that's what reactions are all about, just sharing my point of view and my views. And we can have open discussions in the comments, but you don't have to like be rude about it. But yeah, I wouldn't say that they're doing it for votes from the public, if that's what she's trying to say, because I didn't know that they were discussing that. And it is wrong, they shouldn't be discussing it. It's not our country. Why are they talking about things that don't affect them? Like, we do have a lot of issues on our own, and the government should really be discussing our own problems rather than another country's. So yeah, it's definitely wrong, and I think it's not in the government's place to be talking about something that they literally have nothing to do with. But at the same time, I feel like she was kind of, what am I saying? I feel like she's trying to like bring up the fact about the whole colonialism thing and like how the country can't let it go and stuff. The thing is, we're not taught about anything to do with colonialism in school. So if that is true, that these people, these MPs can't let go of the past like she's making it out, it's because they've come from a background where that sort of thing is celebrated. Whereas me, I went to a public school, you know, I didn't go to a private school like most of these MPs. And, you know, my education was fine, but, you know, we weren't taught about colonization. I've said this in so many videos, we weren't taught about it, and it really should be taught in schools. And actually, I got an email, so I signed a petition quite a while ago about how it should be part of the education system to learn about colonization. And I actually got an email this morning saying that the government will be discussing it in Parliament. I think it's today, the day that I'm filming this anyway. So hopefully that is something that will get included in future school classes, but we just have to wait and see. But yeah, I feel like if it is a thing to do with like these MPs can't let go of the past. It's just the small minority of rich people, mainly Tories, who celebrate that sort of thing, whereas like the normal everyday person A, doesn't know about it, or B, knows that it is wrong, and I fall into that second category. So I don't think that that they feel like they have the right to discuss on these topics. I actually don't know what I'm trying to say right now, but we know it's wrong. The government has many other things they need to be discussing, mainly the whole coronavirus situation. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. It's quite interesting seeing news about my country from a different like news source. So yeah, you could tell she seemed a bit angry in that video, rightly so. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you have any other videos that you want me to react to, please put the links to them in the comments below. Feel free to follow me on social media. I have Twitter and Instagram, and I post quite a lot on Instagram, so you should definitely go follow me over there. I'm nearly at 3,000 followers on Instagram, which is pretty cool. And like I said, I also have a second channel called Becca W, where I make lifestyle content. I make my own content, not just reacting to other people's videos. And I'm nearly at 3,000 subscribers on that channel as well. The link is in the description if you want to go check it out. Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you very soon for a new one. Bye everyone!